Hi, I'm Andrea Beaulieu. When you have a goal, when there's something that you want to accomplish, oftentimes getting from point A to point Z can seem a million miles away, and maybe you don't know all the things that need to come together in order to make that happen. I remember about 20 years ago traveling to Greece by myself and running into all kinds of crazy things during this 10-day trip. One thing I walked away with: I get to see from A to B, and then from B to C, but I don't get to see from A to Z. Well, one of the things that we can do to make that journey a little bit more exciting and maybe a little more comforting is lay out our milestones. So if you have a goal, what would that look like? What's the first milestone? I want to become a violin player. So the first thing I need to do is buy a violin. Next thing I need to do is maybe get a teacher, an instructor. So you lay out your milestones so it'll take you there. Well, it's the same thing in speaking. I want to become better at speaking. I want to get in front of my company, or I want to become a TED Talk presenter. There are milestones to that. You find out what they are and you lay out your course, because the mind is a lot happier when it knows the whole thing, what's going to be involved from start to finish. Now, that doesn't mean that it's going to work out that way, but it gives you a way to go, and it helps a whole lot to prevent you from procrastinating and putting it off in some other ways, or not doing the work. So think about it. Think about creating those milestones for that thing that you want to create. And if it's your speech, create the milestones for where you want to go with your speaking abilities and your opportunities. And remember, all the world's a stage and all the men and women merely players. So make sure your play is authentically yours. See you next time.